Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're enjoying them all so far. I'm getting much more comfortable in front of the camera and hopefully that shows. This week's video is going to be basically about kind of small things that happen on a daily basis that kind of maybe make you feel like you're a woman in a man's world, or that maybe are a little bit sexist and you're just kind of like, oh, and they're just like the tiniest things, but they're just like, why bother? Like in a lot of my videos I kind of just want to point things out to people, because a lot of the time, like, you know, we just don't even know that these things are going on because they're so small and they're so kind of everyday. And yeah, I just kind of just point it out and make you aware of them, and you can be angry along with me. I actually apologise for, if you're not aware of these things already, I do actually apologise, because you know, then you get angry, and you know, once it's like that phrase, once you are aware of it, like you can't be unaware of it. Then it's like, once it's pointed out, you're just like, oh, for God's sake, forever. So yeah, sorry about that, but you know, this collective rage is good and I'm all about it, to be honest. So the first one is, and this is a very common one. If you're, say, a woman out to dinner or lunch or whatever with a man and he gets given the bill non-stop. It is exhausting. It is exhausting, and it just happens all the time. No matter like what country I'm in, no matter who I'm with, it happens all the time. It's just like one of those like eye roll moments. It's just like, what? Like, really are people still doing this in 2019? And like, what makes it worse is like, if I'm paying, like, I'll be like, hi, can I get the bill? Like, and they'll still put it in front of the guy, and it's like, I asked you, what? Or like, some examples. I remember before I was out to lunch with a guy friend, and it was just me eating. It was just me interacting with the like waiter. I was ordering my food, taking away my food, I was saying thank you. It was just me talking to the waiter. And then at the end I was like, oh, thanks, hi, can I get the bill? And he was like, yeah, no bother. And bear in mind, my friend that I was with hadn't talked to the waiter once because he didn't order anything. The bill comes out, placed in front of my friend. I literally had to reach over the table to get it, and I was just like, that was like one of the more like outrageous examples, because the guy I was with hadn't even eaten, hadn't even spoken to the waiter once, so it was just like, are you seriously giving him the bill? Then other times it's hilarious. So it's like, say again, if I'm the one paying and say I ask for the bill and then I'm paying with card, and like this happened recently. The guy came out with the card machine. Again, I had asked for the bill. I kind of placed the bill near enough me with my card on the tray or whatever. And then the waiter came out and took the card, put it in the machine and gave it to the person I was with, like across from me. And I literally had to like just take that back, thank you, like put in my pin of my card, thank you, here's my money. Like, literally just insane. And like it's so annoying because it's like one of those things I expect now, so I like don't get that angry, but it's just this little thing that happens all the time, and it's just, in a way, yeah, it just, oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so honestly, if you work in the service industry, maybe whoever asks you for the bill, give it to them, or maybe just place it in the middle of the table. But like, Jesus, come on, like, it is just like, we are not living, you know, 7,000 years ago. It is just not, that's just not the way it is. Like, come on. Like, another one then, oh my god, and then like, it's just embarrassing as well. This is another thing about, like, say if you're out to dinner with a guy or whatever, or you're on like a date. For example, I was on a date before years ago, and I ordered the lasagna because lasagna is lovely, and the guy I was with ordered a salad. I wonder who the waiter brought which dish to. I wonder, and I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. He comes over, and like, I don't think he hadn't taken the order, so he was like a different person, so he didn't know who ordered what. But of course, he's the salad in one hand and the lasagna in the other hand. Of course, he just kind of veers the salad towards me, and before it even got to me, I was just like, nope, over there, nope, no. And you can see that he got like a little bit embarrassed, but it's like, if I was a person who cared about the thing, like, I might be embarrassed. Like, if you're on a date with a guy and you're kind of maybe, I don't know, self-conscious about like eating, I mean, I hope That doesn't happen anymore because there's no need to be embarrassed, but if you are, and that's absolutely fine, but if you are, and then the waiter like goes to salad towards you and you have to be like, no, I'll take the lasagna please. Like, it's just embarrassing because it's just like, the waiter obviously assumes that you shouldn't be eating lasagna. And it's just like, thank God, like in that moment I had enough confidence to be like, no, the lasagna is mine, thanks very much. I will eat that and I will enjoy it. But it's like, if you're someone who's maybe a bit embarrassed, you might be like, oh my God, like maybe I shouldn't be eating the lasagna. It's just horrendous, yeah. So that happens all the time. And actually, something someone pointed out to me recently, their mom, that whenever she orders a rare steak, it will 100% of the time come out and it'll be like medium. Like it won't be rare at all. And she says it's like a thing that happens all the time, that when they know that it's like a woman ordering a rare steak, that they just think, oh, the woman can't handle it or whatever, like, and they'll like cook it a bit more. So it's gotten to the point where she has to say to whoever's taking the order, to say that I want a rare steak and tell the chef that it's not for a woman. Like, don't say it's for a woman, or like, you know, say it's for a man or something, because only then will it come out actually rare. Like, isn't that insane? Like, I mean, I don't eat rare steak, so like I wouldn't know of that example, but like, isn't that just ridiculous? I'm obviously a big feminist and I'm so aware of all these things that like I didn't even know that was even a thing until recently. So it's like, how many other things are there that we're not even aware of? Like, oh my God. Then another one, just a small thing that happened to me. It's a few years ago. I was in a bar and I went up to the bar and I was just, getting a juice or something because I'm cool, and I was like, oh, can I have a straw? And he like went into the box of the straws, picked out any colour, it happened to be green, and then like went to hand it to me, and before I could get my hands on it was like, oh no, took it back, took the straw back. Now I'm standing there like, what's going on? What? Puts the green straw back in the thing. And it was like slow motion. I was just like, he's not doing what I think he's doing. He's not. No, he's not. What colour does he pick out? Pink. And I was just standing there in shock and dismay. I was like, you didn't just do what I think you did. And I was so like excited. He thought he was being a great like service provider. He was just like, oh, here's the pink one because that's what you like. And I was just like, oh, and I was just like, thank you. I think I just laughed in his face. And it's like, obviously the pink straw was cute and obviously I liked it, but it's like I also loved the green one. Like, and I was just like, oh, like it was like one of those head pounding moments. Like, it's just moments like that that you think, you know, you're walking around the world and you're like, woo, I'm equal, today is a good day. And then someone just gives you a pink straw just because you have a vagina. And it's just like, what? What, really? Then another one, I should have actually made this more about food, because this whole video seems to be about getting food and drink and being in places. Men getting bigger portions. Now, this bothers me severely because I love to eat. I love loads of food. I would notice this back when I was in college, and I would say a friend of mine, we'd both be getting the exact same meal, like you like go up to kind of the buffet kind of style thing, and you're both going up with your trays and you're like, hi, can I get this? Like the particular friend now, you know, is big, and I would see him get a ginormous portion, and I'd be like, oh yeah, unreal, can't wait for that now, I'm gonna get the same thing, gonna be so full, it's gonna be yummy. Then they would give me literally like, sometimes they'd be about half the portion. Thank God, in fairness, there was still huge portions, so I still had enough with what I got. But it was just the principle of that. I was like, you have absolutely no idea how much food I'm capable of eating. You have no idea. And literally, you've just seen that I'm a girl, and you're just giving me like half a portion. It's just ridiculous. And like, that happened a couple times in that particular place. It's like, obviously I get that men are generally, you know, bigger and stronger and, you know, need to eat more calories, but it's just like, no, like you have no idea what I'm first of all capable of putting away, and but second of all, it's like we're paying the same money. Like, that's what it really comes down to. We're paying the same money, yet he's getting more food. It's like actually, I actually don't care if I'm only capable of eating this much amount of food. We're paying the same money. Give us the same thing. No. It could be like, say like if he gets a bigger portion and I get a smaller one, I might eat all mine there, but like, he might have leftovers. he might get to take some home. What if I want to do that? It's actually ridiculous. So yeah, if you're, you know, serving food, thank you very much, but like, Jesus, give us the same portions. Actually, what I found is sometimes in where I work, there's a canteen, and I just find that if you're like just really nice, I mean obviously you should be nice anyway, because just to be a decent person, but I found that if you're just like really nice, they'll give you like really big portions. So yeah, basically either just be a man and know they're bigger portions, or just be nice, and maybe that might work. I actually implore everyone to go to a buffet where you know you're served the food, and guarantee the man, if you're a woman and the man you're with will get a bigger portion, guarantee. Then another example, it's a bit more overt, I think it wasn't as casual, but it's just kind of an example I thought of when I was like thinking of doing this video. And basically, I don't drink alcohol, and I definitely will do more videos on that and being a woman down the line, because there's a lot to it. But I remember I was at a group kind of dinner about a year ago actually, and there was people of all ages and everything at it, and at my table there was like a man, and just being absolutely friendly, he was like, oh, do you want some wine? And I was like, oh no, I don't drink. And it's funny because usually in that instance I would just say, oh no thanks, but for some reason I felt like I had to say, oh no, I don't drink, because I felt like he would have tried to push it. It was just the vibe I got. And then he comes back with, how are you meant to get yourself into compromising positions if you don't drink? And I was just stumped. It was like those moments where you're just so in shock at what someone has said that you're just like, what? Huh? And I was at a dinner and there's other people at the table, so I had to just, obviously, as all women do, laugh it off. I was just like, I actually try not to get myself into compromising positions, thank you very much. Go fuck yourself. That was just kind of an example, a very small thing. I was just like, oh no thanks, I don't want wine. And I'm just, in that instance, reminded that I am a woman and I am different. And, oh god, just that whole statement. How are you meant to get yourself into compromising positions if you don't drink? Like, just so fucked up on so many levels. I don't even really want to go into depth about, like, even thinking about what he even meant by that, because, and again, that's just an example of someone who said something not thinking that they meant anything bad by it, but it was just so inappropriate for, like, he was way older, I'm young, like, just so inappropriate. I'm sure not a bad guy and all that jazz, but like, Jesus, no. All those are kind of just examples of like things that happen on a daily basis, casual comments that are made, casual things that are done, that just remind you that you're different. You know, you're going around and you're thinking, today's a great day, I am on top of the world, and then these little things happen and you're just like, oh, you know, and it's so hard not to let them all get to you and not to get so disillusioned. Like with the bill thing, you know, at the table, like, that happens so often that it's kind of just gone to the point where I'm like, I just expect it, but it's like, no, like, I shouldn't have to expect that. It's just, you know, and obviously, like, you know, for all the people who might think like, oh god, these are not big things, these are, like these things don't matter, Lauren, like, calm down. These small tiny things are indicative of how we view women as a whole on a larger scale. And so it's like what I say about, you know, everyday sexism, it's like, how are we meant to tackle the big things if we can't even tackle the small things that happen every day? Hope you enjoyed that video. So what are my takeaways from this video? Just treat people equally, and that's really it. Like, I guess that's the gist of all my videos. Just treat people equally. Don't assume because you see someone who looks like me that, you know, they want a pink straw or that they're not paying the bill. You know, just don't assume, really. And like, it's so hard. You're so used to thinking a certain way, but I just think being conscious of everything you do is just the gateway to greatness. Just be conscious. Think to yourself, okay, oh, why am I automatically giving the bill to this person? You know, why am I thinking it's funny if a woman doesn't drink? Like, why am I getting offended by that? I don't even know. Just be conscious, yeah. And I just think consciousness is greatness. Yeah, Lauren Foley said that first, you heard it. Okay, thank you so much again for watching. Like and share if you enjoyed it, and again I would love it if people comment down below maybe other things that happen to them on a daily basis that kind of just reinforces sexist stereotypes, I don't know. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!